Well, hello, everyone. My name is Pastor Steve Larson, and I wanted to share with you today what I call a 2-minute prayer for strength. Imagine that you're going into a meeting where you have to deal with conflict, or imagine you're having to go into a doctor's appointment and you're kind of afraid. How do you pray quickly but powerfully? Well, I wanted to teach you a prayer that I learned actually from Pastor John Piper, and he prays this prayer before he gets up and gives a message. And I often use this prayer on Sunday mornings when I am with the staff. And it's called APTAT, A-P-T-A-T. The A stands for admit. In other words, admit your dependence on God. Next is to pray or ask for what you need. Next is to trust, which means basically find a promise of God that you're going to stand on. Next is act in faith. And then next you thank God when you're done. So again, imagine you're about to go into this appointment and you're about ready to deal with this conflict. You would just first admit your dependence on the Lord. You'd say, Lord, I need your help for. Matthew chapter 5, verse 3 says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Jesus said, apart from me, you can do nothing. The Bible says God gives grace to the humble, but resists the proud. So in this step, you're just saying, Lord, I need your help. Next is you ask for what you need. The Bible says, ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be answered. So this is, the Bible says, give us this day our daily bread. This is where you ask for what you need. The Bible says you have not because you ask not. Next is you trust. In other words, you find a promise of God that you're going to stand on. What I would encourage you to do is whatever situation you're dealing with, find a promise from God in the Bible to stand on. For example, maybe you're dealing with this conflict situation and you would just say, Lord, you said, as far as it depends on me, live at peace with everyone. Lord, I want to do my prayerful best to deal with this conflict in a wise way. Next is act. In other words, you've done those things and now you act in faith. And what I would encourage you to do is to do your prayerful best. Say, I'm going to do my prayerful best. Let me tell you something. Your best is good enough. Do your prayerful best and then trust God with the outcome. The final results are in God's hands. And then after you're done acting, you thank Him. And maybe it's saying, Lord, I just thank you for being with me. Lord, I thank you that you went in front of me. So let's just imagine that you're dealing with a conflict situation. Maybe you'd pray, Lord, I admit that I'm totally dependent on you as I go into this meeting. I ask that you would give me the courage to state my view and the consideration to hear the other person's view. I'm standing on your word that says, be quick to listen and slow to speak. You're done praying. You then go into that meeting in faith, believing God is walking in front of you. The Bible says in Exodus 33, my presence will go with you and I will give you rest. And afterwards, you thank Him for what He did. Even though you may not understand what He did, you just trust Him. So may God help you to take time to pray your way through the day.